building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Crawford kicks to Cantor. Banked in off the glass. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Crawford, no one around him. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Houston in the lead. They break it out 5 on 3. Brewer's shot is off.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. And that one's good. That's 7 points for Freak. Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Paul kicks to Griffin. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Perry. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. Clippers trail by 4. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. He told me they were going to have to lean on their post game in this one, saying he simply wants to get the ball on the block each trip down the floor and focus on getting shots from the inside. Get those ice packs ready. This one could have a lot of bruising and banging down low before it's all said and done, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Houston with a big group substitution here. Cabela's checked in. Riza comes in for Moniunas. Decker's checked in for Brewer. And Brian Roberts subbed in for James Harden. And then for the Clippers, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Griffin. Morrow comes in for Johnson. And it's Thornton in for Jamal Crawford. Here's Roberts. And Houston again with the bucket. Here is Paul. 1:58 left in the first quarter. The high post shot, and it's blocked by Perry. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Roberts, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Humphries checked in. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Paul kicks to Thornton. Now the pass to Ilyasova. And he banks in the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 34-point game against Orlando. Decker gets the bucket. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Paul penetrating. Outside for Thornton. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets leading by 6. And here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far. Capella, the pass to Perry. And it's good. Freak's got 11 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They set the screen. Paul dishes to Ilyasova. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. He's got 5.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Clippers trail by 7. Thornton with it. Out defended by Freak. And it's Paul penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, huge height advantage there. but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Rockets ahead, up. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach.
You know, watching him kind of go through.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad, Tommy, in high school, and they were terrific high school players and four-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Harrell is out there with Montejunas, and it's Perry in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the shot is good. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic, boy, was he tremendous. He ended up with 34 points, and he also did his work on the backboards, rounding it off with some stellar defensive play as well. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And a quick look at the numbers for Trevor Ariza. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Harden outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. In second, the Rockets.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Chris Paul's checked in for the Clippers. And Cantor drops them both. Houston leading by 11. Here's Perry, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Harden kicks to Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 19 points for Freak.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
They get a hand on it. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Now here's Paul, covered by Perry, and the basket good. Crawford's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Here's Perry, and another 3 for Houston.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
A minute 42 left now here in the second. Paul passes to Crawford. The feed now to Griffin. Pass to Paul. There's a screen by Cantor. Just 5 to shoot. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over for the Rockets. Capella's checked in. And so a pretty lopsided game to the...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, just trying to keep the ball moving.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
And what a game for Freak. 22 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's
Guys, huddle up. We're going to run 35 for a while. Let's go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Nice work, nice work. Let's get some more shots up before we get out of here. All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead, keep shooting if you want.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the They are an excellent unit. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding on to the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his
Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. This game in Houston marks the start of a homestand for the Rockets. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, and this has been their domain, no doubt about it. I mean, they've made this arena a very difficult one for you as an opponent to come in and have success. So the question is whether or not they can continue that dominance on this homestand.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron James is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Howard. Then there's Lewis Williams. And it's Adams in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And here's Los Angeles. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Now here's Freak. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And also getting credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And here is LeBron following the three-pointer by Freak. James outside. Randle a screen on Ariza.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Perry. The offensive rebound. Yambo dishes to Harden. That's good.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. I spoke with the Lakers head coach. They've had a tough time against this team, losing both of their games against them this season. He said they're really tough to deal with because of their intelligence and execution offensively. You've got to play mistake-free basketball to get the upper hand. And so far, we haven't been able to do that. Guys, let's see if tonight's any different.
Very good, Doris. Thanks. Well, guys, you think they'll be able to make that strategy work for them?
You know, they're a very high-percentage shooting team. So he's right to focus on playing the tight D. As for whether it'll work, we'll see.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your hat. Even tough D can be outdone by good offense.
Here's Freak following the basket by Julius Randle. Freak gets to Ariza. And another 3 for Houston.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
Now here's James. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Shot from the top of the key. That's good from Howard on the assist by LeBron.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Houston leading by 4. Freak with it. He has 6. Biombo off on the layup.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Freak following the basket by LeBron James. Harden, no good.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
There's the bucket, good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Adams kicks to James. Howard setting the pick for James. Another miss by LeBron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in, and it looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Randle. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that one's good. Freak.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly He has not lost that love and feel.
And let's bring up the list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire.
Your Rockets Power Dancers.
Guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Now here's James. He's got 7. Young passes to James. That's tipped. Here's Perry. Offensive rebound. Decker gets the bucket. Decker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Young outside. Over to the wing. Screen by Young. James outside. Just 5 on the clock. And Young, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Houston. He feeds it to Young. Off the pick. And he nails the jumper. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
That pushes it to double digits. 14 points for Freak.
And they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Unloads from 9. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Freak's got 16. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, ending the first quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale talked about the offense.
Let's take them back.
Zigging and zagging and juking and jaking to boot, man. With ardent speed, Clark, it must seem like he's running downhill while you try to guard him.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He plays downhill for sure. I mean, he's relentless. Kevin, kind of like gravity in a sense. Ever present.
Yeah. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter is about ready to get underway. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Yeah, just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Lewis Williams out there with Young. Then it's Brandon Bass. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was superb. He ended up with 34 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
From deep three-point range, and another three for Houston.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots. And now a quick review at the numbers for Harden. Averaging about 16 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Biombo, he's checked in for the Rockets. Riza comes in for Brewer. LeBron dishes to Bass. Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. Good D by Ariza. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Williams gets the bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. Left side, Williams fires for 3, and it's Williams again missing. Houston's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
Move the ball. Stick it to my...
Freak with it. Young's there, and that one's good. Freak's got 30 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
LeBron against Ariza. Nobody near Williams. Another shot. Rejected by Perry. And they're able to recover from downtown. And it's Williams. That time the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Freak missing.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 9 points.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Williams, that's for 2, and it comes off the front of the rim.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And the basket by Harden.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Ariza. Now the dish to Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's now 33 points for Freak.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Williams attacking. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Ariza has the open look. Ariza with another miss.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here's Howard. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now, here is Harden. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Monty Eunice, the 10-footer, finds the target. Johnny Unitas has got his third basket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Williams can't get it to go. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Rockets on top, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
Wow, really that many points? Yes, it is if you say so. I'm not really concerned with my points or how I'm getting them. Let's start counting points now. The rest of the game, I'm going to get away from it.
Well done. Thunder up, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. On a good note, our passing has been very smooth. You set each other up with some really nice assists. That's strong team basketball. Let's keep it up. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already?
This week marks our 50th episode of NBA 2K TV, and today we have an awesome holiday show planned for you. We show off the best moments of 2K TV, share expert tips for all the newcomers,
Nice work, everyone. Winning is not a sometimes thing. It's an all-the-time thing, all right?
And we've got a special guest here today, Clyde Drexler. So we're going to set up for one-on-one full court. Now show him what you can do.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but that's going to take a full season. A full season of injury-free play to get that confidence back. Full season, Ernie, 82 games.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later on.
Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game, Greg. I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Rose is the one with Butler as the two. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Murphy in at the small forward position. Here's Chicago. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. After a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Decker gets the bucket.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Mirotic has got his first bucket in this one. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Odiunas a screen on Butler. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go. Decker's got 5 points so far.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Murphy with the ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They set the pick. Right side Rose. Takes the 3. They get it back. Shoots the 3. Here's Samuel. And finally they hit one.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Kevin, I talked to him about the shot blocking. There's certain